Themes that we thought were interesting during that panel session was the sort of emphasis on how the Nordic region actually stacks up rather well for some reason towards our sort of continental friends, and it seemed that the panelists generally thought that the exposure to the Nordic region tends to be something of a positive note for example, private equity investors, and obviously Visma over here is backed by private equity and probably continues to think that it's a good idea to be a consolidator in the Nordic region, right?
Absolutely. Now we saw it first, if we say the attractiveness of Visma itself to private equity investors. It was very attractive in terms of for KKR, and it was competitive in terms of the acquisition of Visma at that point. And I think a lot of it was it was the stability, of course, of our sector, but also the stability of the Nordic markets, stable economies, transparent economies, etc. And now we have the benefit, if we say, of being active in this region, of there being it's a very dynamic region, economies are doing well, buyers and sellers are generally happy, banks are happy. So it's good for us to continue our consolidation and acquisition strategy.
Yeah, that banking topic, by the way, was mentioned. It seems to me that banks, well, first and foremost, local banks have continued to finance companies and their M&A strategies since Lehman, and have stepped in pretty aggressively to do so. And that's maybe been a rather beneficial topic for private equity and other types of investors investing into the region. There has been financing available, and also to continue financing the growth itself, of course. And I guess you guys are benefiting from some of that because you're harboring a relatively strong expansion strategy as well, right?
Yes, I think we've benefited again from the strong Nordic banking sector. Part of the acquisition, we had a strong bank syndicate consisting of DNB, SEB, and Danske Bank. And it was very good here during the last couple of years that they have supported our acquisition strategy, and we've not been subject to having concerns about our banks having trouble. And they've been there for us, and they've been supportive, and I think that's a key advantage that we have.
So be it, and let's hope that continues into the autumn and the coming years. It seems we're still in choppy waters, but at least coming out of that panel, I felt relatively confident that M&A will continue this autumn.